Judith, and the class will be a 45-minute chair class. It's a yoga fusion, but we basically use, all you need for the class is your body and a chair. The chair preferably without arms and definitely without wheels. So I use a sort of like a basic metal folding chair, so that would work. And so other than that, if you have props, in addition to that, that's fine to have them available. If you don't have them, don't panic. I always say how to substitute if you don't have them. And if you don't have them and don't want to use them, don't do that. So basically, if you have other props like yoga blocks, maybe a yoga strap, maybe hand weights. Nothing heavier than 2 pounds for this class if you plan to use hand weights. And then if you don't have blocks but would like to have something available to substitute, you could get a couple of canned goods of equal size and weight, soften them up with a washcloth on top so you could press down on them without, ruining your hands. And then if you don't have a strap, that's easy to substitute. You could use a scarf or a belt or a dog leash or a bathrobe tie, maybe other things. Yeah, that's all you would need. Hand weights are optional as well. So just your body in a chair, and then if you want to add the extra items, the extra props, feel free. We're at 9 o'clock, so let's start. So here we are. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So here's my chair. It's a little metal folding chair. It's got a wide leg base here, so it's not going to wobble around if I start pushing on it. Now, if you happen to have a yoga mat and put your chair on that, that would be great. So that way you know that the chair isn't going to slip when you start pressing your weight on it. The other option would be to take the back legs of the chair, put them up against where the wall meets the floor or the baseboard. And so if you start pushing on your chair here, you know it's not going to move. So the chair can be used. We're going to use the chair sitting and standing. And my usual disclaimer is this: if whatever's being offered this morning doesn't work for your body, you could modify, and I'm modifying because I have a shoulder issue. You could do something else like another posture, or you could skip it altogether. So you are in charge. You can listen to what your body is saying, what the body is asking for. So let's just start with the feet directly underneath the hips. So the femur bone plugs into the hips here. So basically, hip distance apart is where that bone plugs in. So this is not hip distance apart. That would be hip distance apart, okay? So let's just start by opening the chest, thinking about that crown of head, the whole head itself like a helium balloon floating up to the sky, and then the 4 corners of each foot rooting into the earth. So let's just start by lifting right heel, spread the 5 toes wide, place it down, lift the left heel, spread the 5 toes wide and press it down. So you're lifting and you're pressing and you're just shifting the weight in a very little way from right to left, left to right. Let's do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep going with this and maybe start lifting the feet. So you're starting a little baby march here. Still a baby march. If you want to lift the knees higher, no higher than waist height here. So you're lifting opposite arm, opposite leg for 8. Try to make it vigorous. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, keep marching on 1. So now we're going to do a little brain gym here. We're going to go out, out, in, out, out, in, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. And then slowly, slowly, back to your march, your little baby march. Let's try crossing knee and arm across the midline. So you're going to cross opposite arm, opposite legs for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. And then slowly the arms come to stillness. Maybe just keep shifting the weight as you cool it down a bit here. Coming back to center. The legs can come a little bit wider now, maybe shoulder width apart. Hands can rest on hip crease or hip or waist. Inhaling forward, squeezing the navel to spine as you round into the back. So you may wish to keep the torso relatively neutral, but once you get the hips going, maybe you want to add in the torso for a little extra added vigor. Let's do 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. And then coming back, corkscrewing to center, shifting the other way, circling in the opposite direction. Inhaling forward, exhaling back. LSD breaths, long, slow, and deep. Inhaling forward, exhaling back for 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. And then coming back to center. Let's move up the body, roll the shoulders, forward, up, back, and down. Start. Oh, I forgot to say sighing, moaning, and groaning is fine. We're all muted. So if you feel the urge to let out some sound, it's very therapeutic. Couple more in this direction, just like this. Oh, and let's circle the other way. Big full breath for 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Arms come down by the side of the body. Maybe you want to shake them out a bit, rotating the humerus bone in the shoulder girdle. So what we're busy doing now is creating our own synovial fluid. The synovial fluid doesn't happen till you move the joint for 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Let's take a big breath in. Inhale up, stretch the arms to the sky. Exhale, press the arms down by the side of the body. Inhale up. Exhale, press. Inhale, lift. Exhale, press. Let's do 2 more. Lifting and pressing, lifting and squeezing. Let's take the arms back up. This time we're going to climb an invisible rope. The idea here is to keep your chest square to the front of your screen or your space. You're not torquing off left or right. And here we're giving a little tug to those intercostal muscles that attach to the side ribs. You want to keep those muscles flexed, supple, hydrated. Let's do 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Take the arms down. Let's interlace the fingers behind the back of the body. Now, if that isn't available, you could either use your strap or your substitute strap and work your hands together over time with the strap, not necessarily in the next 5 minutes. And if you don't want to do that, arms, the palms can face the midline. So you can choose whatever works for you. So let's extend the arms long, away from the back body. You're not resting your arms here. You're going to stretch them away for 4, 3, 2, 1. The fists now come to rest on the right hip. Now try not to torque off to the left here. See if you can keep the chest square to the front of your space, getting a nice stretch in that left shoulder girdle for 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming back through center, the fists now can rest on the left hip. Try not to torque off to the right. You're getting a nice stretch in the right shoulder girdle here for 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Hands can come back down to the center. Unlace the fingers, shake out the arms. Let's go ahead and take the hands on the hip crease one more time. Toes point forward, legs are just hip distance apart. The feet are going to stay flat for this. You're going to inhale, knees track over toes, torso stays upright. The tendency will want to be is to lurch. See if you can get lower. That's not the idea. You're just going to find your optimum stretch here. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. So we're strengthening and stretching out the calf muscles, the Achilles tendon, the ankles, and the feet. This will help with fall prevention, hopefully. Inhaling and exhaling for 4, 3, 2. Stay down on 1 little pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Re-straighten the legs slowly. Maybe give them a shake if that feels good. And let's take the legs wide now. The toes now point out 30 to 45 degrees. Same idea, knees tracking over toes. Torso stays upright as much as available. Inhale, bend the knees. Exhale, straighten the legs. Inhale, bend the knees. Exhale, straighten the legs for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's stay down on 1 little pumps. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Straighten those legs. Let's heel toe the feet together, or you could step the feet together. From here, big inhale up. Let's swan dive forward. Exhale forward into your first forward fold of the day. Inhale up. Exhale, bow. Exhaling. Inhaling up. Exhaling forward, getting used to being upside down. Inhale up. Last one. Exhale forward. Very nice. From here, you're going to grab your chair or your wall, or you might have a piece of furniture that won't move if you push up against it, so you can choose. I'm going to use the back of the chair for support. So the standing leg will be the leg closest to your chair, in this case, the right leg. And we're going to just start swinging the left leg. Maybe the hand wants to rest on the hip. And just spend a little time getting used to that feeling of standing tall on the supporting right leg as you swing the left leg. And if you want to lift it up as high as your waist, that's an option as well. Let's do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. And then slowly bringing that down to stillness, shaking the legs out if that feels right. And before we go to the other side, just noticing right side of body and left side of body. Do they feel the same? Probably not. Okay, so now the standing leg closest to the chair will be the left leg. You're going to gently start swinging that right leg, just getting the feel of it to start. And if you want to lift it up to waist height, you can do that. Big full breaths here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. And then slowly bringing it down to stillness. Don't rush to get there. Very nice. Let's take the feet directly underneath the hips one more time. And we're just going to start bouncing the heels if that's available. If you can't lift up the heels, then just do a little more springy bounce with your knees. So you're lifting your heels here, possibly, for 8. Use this as a free-form meditation. 7. Move the body any way that feels good. 6, 5, 4, 3. Lift those heels. 2, 1, and very slowly bringing it back down to stillness. shaking everything out. And then again, I'm using the chair for just a little support. Feet directly under the hips, lift the right heel, and then start circling that right ankle. Oh, yes. Now you're standing tall on that supporting leg, and it's that right ankle joint that's initiating the movement. Leg and thigh just go along for the ride. And then when you find the opportunity, you can circle in the other direction. Here again, getting flexibility and strength to those ankles. Big full breaths. And then slowly, slowly, heel comes down. Let's shift the weight to the right, lift the left heel, and we're going to circle that ankle. This ankle might feel different than the other one. Now you're just noticing that, no judgment. And then when you find an occasion to switch, go the other way with that circling for 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. And then slowly bringing that down to stillness. Let's go ahead and grab your chair. I'm going to put it on the mat. And then having my props handy in case I would like to use props. And again, don't worry because props are optional. And I'll try to give you ways to substitute and modify. So let's go ahead and place ourselves right in front of the chair. The toes point forward, the feet are directly under the hips. And you're going to sit down, you're going to plant your bum there on the more towards the front of the seat of the chair than collapsing into the back of the chair. All right. So here we are. You might want to pull the flesh away from the sits bones. You get a more stable seat onto your chair. Let's take your right hand. It crosses outside of the left thigh. And now the left arm is going to go straight out as it scans the horizon. And you're twisting to the left. Twisting until you come to a sticking point, and then that back arm could wrap around your chair for added leverage and support. So everything from the waist down is pointing forward. Everything from the waist up is twisting to the left. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Staying in this seated twist, just slightly release it. Inhale, slightly release. Exhale, squeeze and turn. Inhale, slightly release. Exhale, squeeze and turn. Let's do 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. And now slowly unwinding out of the twist. No rushing. Maybe a little wiggle, a little shake in the middle here just to recalibrate. Left hand grabs outside of right thigh. Left hand grabs outside of right thigh. Your right arm is straight and it's scanning the horizon as you twist to the right. Now you're going to come to your sticking point. And when you do, that back arm can wrap around the back of your chair. And everything from the waist up is twisting to the right. Everything from the waist down is pointing forward. Big full breaths here, LSD breaths, long, slow, and deep. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now staying in your twist, you're going to just slightly release. Inhale, slightly release. Exhale, squeeze and turn to the right. Oh yeah. Inhale, slightly release. Exhale, squeeze and turn. Let's do 2 more. Last one. Nice and twisty. Oh boy. And then coming out of it nice and slow. Let's just bounce the legs a little bit, maybe do a little wiggle. Let's take the legs nice and wide. All right. So from here, we're going to take the right forearm and press it into the right thigh. The right thigh presses into the right forearm. Again, the chest will stay square to the front of your screen or your space. Inhale up. Top arm comes over the head by the ears. This is my injured side, so I'm modifying, but the arm comes by the ear, the fingers stretch to the side wall, and you're busy doing that isometric press with the leg and the arm for 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming back to center, inhale, bend the top elbow, exhale, press it away. Inhale, bend top elbow, exhale, press it away. Let's do 4, 3, 2, stay over on 1. That top arm is a single unit. Little circles with that arm. 4, 3, 2, 1. Other way. 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Coming back to center. Top arm floats down, resisting gravity as you lower it down. Just don't let it collapse. If you can avoid it, shake it out. Now, left forearm presses into left thigh presses into left forearm. Right arm floats up to sky. Big full breath for 4, 3, 2, 1. Tilting over to the left. Top elbow bends. Inhale, bend. Coming back to center. Exhale, press. Inhale, bend. Exhale, press. Let's do 4, 3, 2, stay over on 1. The whole arm is a unit, circling. 4, 3, 2, 1. Other way. 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Coming back to center, slowly letting the arm descend, resisting the gravity. Very nice. Let's shake out the arms. Let's go ahead and just place the hands on the thighs. Now that isn't a death press. You can just lift the hands, they're just placed there. And you're going to migrate your right shoulder over to that left knee. Now it won't get there, but here again, you're twisting again, looking over the left shoulder for 4, 3, 2, 1, coming back to center. Left shoulder migrates over to right knee. You're twisting and looking over your right shoulder for 4, 3, 2, 1, coming back to center. Now, you find your own rhythm, your own pace as you move from side to side, shoulders moving towards opposite knees, lifting in the center, squeezing abdominals. Let's do 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. And then coming back to center, heel toeing the feet together, stepping the feet together. For this bit, let's sit all the way back into the chair. Yes. So your thighs, the upper parts of the thighs are supported. We're going to extend the right leg, inhale and exhale. So we're just going to sit here and bend and extend the right leg and then the left. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, sitting tall, 2, 1. Very nice. Now, let's extend the right leg, flex the right foot. Extend the left leg, flex the left foot. The thighs are supported. So you're stretching it. The thighs are engaging. Maybe one arm can come up. Maybe the second arm come up. This is staff pose in yoga for 8, or as many as you can manage. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Arms come down, legs come down. Shake out the legs. Let's come forward more onto the front of the seat of the chair. If you have weights and would like to use them, fine, those are optional. If you don't have weights and don't wish to use them, You can use a soft fist instead. So we modify as needed. So you have either no weight or one weight in each hand. The palms face the wall behind you. Feet are rooting into the earth and the crown of the head is floating up to the sky. Exhale, right arm up to shoulder height only. Inhale, bring it down. Exhale, left arm up to shoulder height only, bring it down. Let's do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep alternating, or maybe the two arms together for 8. Slow it down. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relift them. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Open the chest. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Arms can come down slowly. Just don't let them flop. You can avoid it. Now the legs want to come slightly wider, but not too wide, just enough to accommodate your torso as you can tilt forward, probably 20 degrees. The palms face the midline. You're still sitting close to the front of the seat of the chair. And we're going to do some flies here. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it up on 1. Little pumps. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. And then arms come down. Oh, yes. Slowly, slowly. Very nice. Now, no weight or one weight in each hand. The palms face the midline. We're going to just shrug and drop. Shrug the shoulders and drop for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Let's go ahead and take the hands, place them face down on the thighs. No weight or one weight in each hand. We'll stay on the right for this bit. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale for 4, 3, sitting tall, 2, 1. Leg comes down, pausing, noticing right side of the body, noticing left side of the body. Let's shift over to the left. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Legs come down, feet come down. No weight, one weight, or two weights in your hands. And you're going to interlace the fingers. And we're going to start making a circular motion with the arms. See if you can stay grounded onto your chair. Everything from the waist down is not moving. You're just stirring up your witch's cauldron, something tasty for after class, perhaps. You can choose. Let's go the other way. Breathing and circling. See if you can drop the shoulders away from the ears, nice and gentle. 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. And then bringing that back down to stillness. Let's go ahead and lose the weights. Let's try this for a little bit of a balance experience. You're going to place your hands on your thighs and you're going to press on up to standing. Now, I'm going to stand on the side of the chair again. So the standing leg will be the left leg. And once again, we're going to just lift that knee maybe up to waist height, but maybe not. And so we're going to just do lifting 4 times. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. 2 more. Exhale, inhale, exhale. Relift it. Now holding it, dangling the lower leg like it's a pendulum on a clock for 4, 3, 2, 1. Leg comes to stillness. Place it down just to pause and rest. Shake it out if you need that. Relift the leg. This time it's a figure 8, circling with the knee, inhaling and exhaling for 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Place that leg down. Give the legs a shake. Now, this is going to be a little bit like flying, so get ready. Inhale, and then that toe is going to point back on the earth, touch it there, and the arm can come forward. If you want more, the back leg here is going to float parallel to the earth. Inhale forward, exhale, draw it in. Inhale forward, exhale, draw it in. Just 2 more. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and go back out to your biggest form of flying here for 4, 3, 2, 1. And then everything comes back to neutral. Shake everything out. Let's go over to the other side of the chair. So now the standing leg is the left leg. So we're just going to lift it. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Take it down, shake it out, pause for a bit, relift, dangle the lower leg for 4, 3, 2, 1. Place the leg down. Have a pause here. Maybe shake out the legs. Relifting. Figure 8. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Put that leg down. Shake them out if that feels good. Now here again, relift, same leg, inhale. Now that back toe can touch the earth. Front arm comes forward. If you want more, back leg is parallel to the earth. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale for 4, 3, 2. Hold it out on 1 if you can. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Arm and leg come down. Everything shakes out. Give it a little shake. Very nice. And as long as we're on our feet, let's take the chair. We're going to face the back of the chair. The feet are going to be in first position, so the heels meet and the toes point out. And you've got your chair for support. You could also do this facing the wall, I think. Be sure you're on a mat, though. So you've got your feet in first position. You're going to lift up on your tippy toes. Inhale, lift. Exhale, press them down into the mat. Inhale, lift. Exhale, press. Let's do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Stay lifted on 1. Now find a spot that doesn't move. It could be on the wall, it could be on the earth. It's a drishti point in yoga that will help with balance. Maybe you want to lift one arm. Those heels are still lifted. Maybe you want to lift a second arm. Balancing for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One arm comes down, second arm comes down, heels float back down to earth. Very nice. Let's resume. Going to the chair. I'm going to grab a strap here. And I'm going to loop it around the ball of the left foot. Now, if you don't have a strap, you can use your hand behind the back of the thigh. Avoid the knee joint, all right? So it's going to be inhale, exhale, for 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. And let's go to the other leg, kind of like stretching it out. Breathing, I'm using chair for support. Inhale, exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. So this is a simpler version of the thing we just did, balancing with the arm forward and so forth. So if you had trouble lifting that leg, you can always use the strap to assist. Okay. Now I'm going to, let's see how we're doing. I think we have time for this. Yes. So you can either grab a block or another chair if you want to turn another chair around so you're facing the seat. And that way you can use it for support should you need. We're going to return to our chairs, placing the bum carefully there on the chair. And you're going to have something in front of you, maybe. Cross right ankle over top of left thigh. Right ankle over top of left thigh. The top foot is flexed. Inhale up. Exhale. Stretch your arms over that crossed leg. Now, if you have nice long arms, they'll come to the earth. Mine don't. I can grab this block and just rest my hands here. Or if you have a chair in front of you with the seat facing you, you could rest your hands there. If any of that doesn't work, grab opposite elbows and just hang out here with the legs. Now that top right foot is flexed. Now you're also going to externally rotate that top foot. You should feel it immediately in your outer right hip. And we're going to pause here. Maybe there's micro movements here. Maybe it's a static press. Don't let the head dangle. Breathing for 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Coming to stillness in the center, floating the torso upright, right hand on right knee. Let's just circle that leg in one direction, and then we'll circle it in the other direction. Very nice. That foot comes down. Left ankle crosses over top of right thigh. Left ankle crosses over top of right thigh. The top left foot is flexed. You're going to float the arms up. Inhale up. Exhale over. And maybe this is a totally different experience on this side. Maybe hands come to earth. Maybe they don't. Maybe they come to a block or a chair seat. Maybe they don't. Maybe you want to grab opposite elbows and hang out up here with the leg. So that top left foot is flexed. Now you can also externally rotate it. So you should feel it immediately in your outer left hip. And it could be micro movements here. It could be a static press. Let's do 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Coming to stillness, floating the torso upright, unwinding the left leg, left hand on left knee. Just circle and get rid of any air bubbles or tension that might have crept into the hip. And you're going to circle in both directions. Breathing. Oh, nice. Now I'm going to grab hand weights. I'll do this in profile so you can see. And again, if you don't have hand weights or don't wish to use hand weights, a soft fist is fine. So you're in your chair. You're close to the front of the seat of the chair. Crown of head to tailbone is flat like a diving board. And you're going to just tilt back. You're going to tuck the chin. Arms go straight up. And then you're going to curve your arms out like you're embracing the barrel. Inhale, open. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, open. Exhale, squeeze. Let's do 8. Tuck the chin. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reopen. And now you're just going to, you've got weights, just loosen your grip on the weights. And just do little pumps here. We're working on the pectoral area. Big full breaths here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reclose. Arms can come down. Very nice. Let's lose the weights here. And I'm going to fix my chair one more time. You can stay seated. And so what we'll do here, you can stack the 2 hands on top of the heart, or you can hook the thumbs together and spread the fingers wide. That's Eagle Mudra. They're like little feathers with your hands, your fingers. And we're going to place the feet squarely flat on the earth. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This time we're not going to land. We're going to just hover and do little pumps here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Re-straighten. Arms come down. Big inhale up. Exhale, press. Big inhale up. Exhale, press. Inhale up. Exhale, press. And this time you can place yourself back into your chair for resting pose, for Shavasana, corpse pose. So finding a way to get comfortable in that chair. And once you've got your arms and your legs organized, you can place your hands on your thighs. And just allow the head to float up to the sky. Allow the eyes to drop closed. Relax the face and the jaw, the back of the neck. And doing a quick scan of the body, noticing where the energy has shifted. Heart beating, blood flowing, chi, life force moving throughout the system. And noticing relaxation that forms in the soles of the feet, like you're placing your feet in a hot tub. And that relaxation moves up into the ankles, the low legs, the knees, and then the calf, the thighs. So the legs and the feet become very, very heavy. And that softness moves into the hips, the pelvis, the buttocks, the low back releases. And then it moves into the hips, the pelvis, the torso, enveloping all the vital organs, marinating the vital organs in all this fresh energy. And then it moves up the chest into the shoulders, rolling down both arms, all the way to the fingertips. The softness moves from the throat and the neck, and then it moves into the head, all the way to the crown of the head. The back of the neck releases, the face and the jaw let go. The tongue lies at the bottom of the mouth, teeth slightly apart. Eyes sink deep into the skull, as though a white circle of healing light permeates the entire body. Noticing back body and front body, right side and left side. Noticing the whole body together, the whole body together, the whole body together. And while you rest there in Shavasana, here's a quote from Pema Chodron from her book, Welcoming the Unwelcome. There are many ways to practice open awareness, but the essence of them all is simply to show up for your life. Senses open, mind and heart open, and let yourself be as free of conceptual limitations as you can be. In other words, let yourself be as free as you can from labels, good and bad, self and other, and all the rest. Let yourself be in this state as much as possible. This approach is similar to the practice of just as it is, but open awareness implies an additional level of insight, which keeps unfolding over time. As we train ourselves to notice how we continually label things, we start to see how much we create our own reality. If you'd like to remain in Shavasana for as long as feels right, please feel free to stay right there. But if you're ready to meet the day, begin to bring some gentle movement to fingers and toes and arms and legs. And then as you are ready, just allowing the eyes to float open, scanning the body for the effects of the practice, and thanking the body for all it does all day, every day, and bringing to mind one thing for which you are grateful. And on the next inhale, let's float the palms up overhead, hands meet in prayer, dropping down the midline, stopping at the heart, samastiti. May you be happy. May you be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May you know peace. I salute the bright light in each and every one of you. Namaste. Jai Bhagwan.